The first dream that I remember, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going on a cruise ship, and it's like a smaller cruise ship. It's not that big. And first, it kind of starts. Okay, so it starts off with me in the parking lot. It's an underground parking lot, and I'm trying to find my way back onto the cruise ship. Apparently, and in my hands, I have this big pitcher, like a water pitcher, and it's stainless steel. Like it's pretty big, and I'm carrying it around with me for some reason. I think the way I think I was already on the cruise ship before, and I had left the cruise ship to go to the underground parking and get this big water pitcher because mm, my partner wanted it there, like with us on the cruise ship for whatever reason. And so I can't find my way back, and it's a very big underground parking with lots of levels and doors and stuff. And so it's like at one point I can see the cruise ship while I'm in this underground parking. It's like tons of windows and doors everywhere. And so I'm just basically walking around from door to door. I'm opening different doors, and it's like they're all glass doors, so I can see like other doors. And it's so weird because I'm going through one. It's like almost like a maze. I'm stuck in this maze of glass doors and hallways and pathways, and there's stairs I can go up and down, and there's cars parked all around me, and I just keep trying to get to the main entrance. So eventually, I find the door and I open it. It's weird because it's like blocked. It's like half a door or something. It's like a door, but only there's like maybe 2 feet of entrance or whatever you call it. Like it's it was like I had to basically slide and kind of go on the ground to get through this door. It was weird. It was just like I couldn't get through the door properly. I had to like crawl through it or whatever. But anyways, I managed to like this was like the last door basically after trying all these other doors. I'm able to get through this one door, this last door, and I get into like I guess it's the bottom. It's like the loading area of the cruise ship. It's like the entrance, the main entrance where people board, the boarding section of it, and it's suddenly so busy. There's like tons of people. No, I go first. I go into the like loading area, and there's employees, like cruise employees, cleaning up and preparing stuff. And in my mind, like I keep worrying that I'm gonna miss the uh, the embarkation, like getting on the cruise ship. So there's this lady there, like a younger woman, and she's, I guess, like an employee. So I quickly go up to her. I'm like, "Oh, I need to get back on the cruise ship." And she's like, "Yeah, just go forward. Like you're in the right area. You just gotta like continue up." And I basically just kind of turn around. I just walk a little bit, and suddenly it's like a huge lineup. There's like tons of people surrounding me. Everybody's there, and I'm just holding this picture in my hand still too, which is weird. And then I don't have any suitcases or luggages, and she's this lady. She's like, I think she ends up walking with me, so she's kind of showing me to the check-in area. So this cruise ship has like a check-in area with tons of people. It's like a huge lineup, and I realized that I kind of butted in line. I went ahead of other people because and the lineup's not like a straight line. It's weird. Like it turns and curves all the way around. It goes up and down these stairs, and there's just tons of people just waiting to get on the cruise ship. So I kind of butt in line, but at one point I kind of realized that I've already checked in though. So my girlfriend or wife, who I'm there, I think it's my wife. I'm with my wife and some of her friends or something, but they're already in the cruise ship. So the lady asks me if I know my room number, and I tell her no, I don't know I don't know what my room number is or my check-in information because my wife always takes care of check-ins, and she just nods and she's like, okay, then that's fine, just go ahead. And so I realize I can bypass this huge line, and I kind of start walking in a group of people, and it's like a slow moving line, and I basically get on the cruise ship, although it doesn't even look like I'm getting on. It's just a hallway. Somehow this long hallway turns into the cruise ship, and I get to the other side of this hallway near the end, and there's elevators, and now I'm in the cruise ship. So I get in the elevator, and it's a massive elevator, and it's not shaped like a rectangle. It's weird. It's like it's got a square, like a rectangular shape, but it has like a section attached to it. It's weird. It's like a longer, unrealistically shaped elevator. But anyways, I get in it, and there's a guy already on the elevator, and it's so this made no sense. It's so weird. A group of us get on the elevator. I don't have the picture with me anymore either. That's like gone out of my hands suddenly. And this man, he's like an older man in his 50s or 60s, and he was already in the elevator, and he looks at us, and we're gonna go up a few floors, like quite a few floors in this elevator. And this old man says, "I'm using this elevator as my mail room." And like, it made no sense, but we just accepted it like it's normal. And he's just kind of pacing back and forth. And I think he had a big bag of mail, even or something, or a desk inside the elevator, which made no sense. But again, the elevator was like bigger than it should have been. So I'm like, okay. And then the elevator goes up, and next thing I know, I think I go all the way up to like where the rooms are, and it's the same dream, but it kind of shifts, and I'm not. I'm in a room. Actually, I think I'm with my wife or other people, and we're just in this room that's like our cruise room or whatever, and we're all just sitting around. There's like me, my wife, and a couple of friends or her friends. It's like family. I don't actually really recognize anyone, and then we all have tablets and cell phones, and we're like sitting on couches and laying on the bed at one point. I think, and we're all just like on our cell phones. We're using our tablets to watch stuff, and we're playing games on apps and stuff. I think we're just kind of wasting time waiting for the cruise ship to leave. And so it's the first day of the cruise, and yeah, so we're all just kind of. I can't really remember. I can't remember much about this part, but we're just on our phones. It's not even phones; it's tablets. But we have so many for some reason. Like everybody has like 2 or 3 tablets, and they're just kind of scattered around this room. And I have like a friend or a family member at a desk. There's a couple laying on the bed or on a couch and sitting around, and we're just randomly doing stuff on apps. I think it's like, I think even like Netflix, and there's different apps on these tablets that we're setting up or we're just using, or I think we're trying to connect to the internet. Some people are having issues too trying to connect to the Wi-Fi on the cruise ship or something like that. So then I realized my wife's left the room, like she had gone somewhere. I think she was going to eat, and so the buffet area is open, and so my wife and her friend have gone to my wife and 2 of her friends, a male and a female friend, have gone to the food court to eat. So I get dressed. I think I had like bathing shorts on, and I'm not topless. I don't have like I'm no t-shirt. So I'm wearing just my bathing shorts, and I quickly go, and I guess I walk out of the room. I'm somehow like suddenly I'm in the buffet. I don't remember how I even got there, but I leave the room and I go to the buffet, and it's like super crowded, packed with people. And there's a lot of kids with their families, like they're trying to get food. And I think it is the first day, so the cruise ship's about to like disembark and something. And so I'm looking for my wife and her friends, but I'm also kind of, I guess, just looking at the food. I'm trying to see what kind of foods they have and all the different options. And there's tons of tables full of fruits and like fruit platters and desserts, and I don't even see any food. It's mostly just desserts and stuff. And so I'm walking past this group of people, and there's another couple. I run into a couple, and they're getting food, and they're waiting in line, and I kind of go around them, and I see this tray, and there's little desserts. They're like like small pieces of chocolate, square pieces of like little chocolate treats. So I'm like, oh, excuse me, let me grab one of these. And the guy moves aside. I grab one of the chocolate pieces and I eat it. And it tastes really good. And then I think we're kind of almost like stuck in a line. There's nowhere to move. Or I think these guys are blocking me, and they start small talking. And so to be polite, I start talking with them. And he starts mentioning like how loud it is. And there's going to be really loud music. And I'm like agreeing with him, like, yeah, they always have the parties on the first day of the cruise ship. And he starts singing some song, and his wife or partner, whoever it is, this woman starts kind of singing with him. And I'm just like nodding my head, like, oh, that's a nice song. And even though I don't recognize it, but it's supposed to be like a popular song, like a main popular 80s. I think it's like an older 80s song, kind of like a Bruce Springsteen. So I think in my mind, I remember it's like the singer of this song is Bruce Springsteen, or no, I think it's actually something. I think it's Bon Jovi. In my mind, I realize he's singing some Bon Jovi song, like a popular Bon Jovi song, but I can't really recognize it. And then they're just like kind of blocked. It's another couple too. I'm talking to the one couple, but there's like a group of people, and they're just kind of blocking my way. So I excuse myself. I'm like, oh, it's nice to meet you, but I gotta go find my wife. And So I leave and then I walk down this again. It's the food court, like not a food court, but I mean the buffet, and there's tons of chairs everywhere and all that. So I spot my wife in a distance, and she's sitting with her two friends, and her and this male friend have it's like champagne. I think they've poured a glass of champagne, and so they're about to drink, and they toast the three of them. All three friends have a glass, and they toast each other, and they start drinking this champagne. And I think they're on their phones. Do they have tablets or phones? And they're just there. And I kind of walk up to them, and I'm gonna go and like just meet up with them. And then the dream kind of shifts. It's the same dream, but again, it shifts to like me and my wife are now at a different part of the cruise ship, but it's still like a dining area. And it's late at night. It's like 2 in the morning or something, and the cook is there. I guess it's like a 24-hour restaurant or something. And we're trying to order, and I end up ordering. I want chicken wings and fries, but then last second I change my mind. I tell the cook to no. I tell my wife because she's the one talking to the cook. I tell her I want like the chicken strips with fries instead, and she tells the cook to make it. And I realize she's not gonna eat. I'm the only one who's gonna have it. We were supposed to each order like a plate of food, but she doesn't want anymore. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm sitting at a table, and then she comes back to join me, and we're talking about something, and we're just waiting for the food. And I think that's the last thing I remember from the cruise ship dream. So that like all of that was just one dream, the cruise ship. And then that dream ends, and I remember another dream where I'm at work. Yeah, I'm at work. I work in a warehouse, and I think there's forklifts too. I think there's a bunch of people I don't even recognize. They're driving forklifts up and down these aisles, and they're moving pallets around, and they're like order pickers. And there's like this big fancy event happening or something, like a boss, like a high up boss, like a director or the CEO is going to be coming to the warehouse to check things out, basically, and to kind of inspect it and to meet us as well. And I'm, I think I'm also driving a forklift around, and I have to. There's so many people. We're just like all over the warehouse, and the warehouse looks weird. Like it just doesn't look. It's just massive, and there's tons of people. Like I can barely remember. I can't really describe much of it now. And I remember some office lady comes up to me, and she tells me that because there was a special meeting, that she needs to give me money so that I can give it to these other employees. They don't actually work at our warehouse or our facility, our building. They're like from another location, and they're, I guess, higher up people or something. I don't know. These people are like important people, and for whatever reason, she's gonna give me a list of names. And I'm looking for paper because there's no paper around, and I'm trying to ask people if they have any extra paper so that I can fill out a list of names, and they're gonna get money, and it's like a significant amount. Like I don't know, I can't remember. There's no exact amount, but I think in my mind, I realize they're gonna get like thousands of dollars each. And I kind of get frustrated because I'm like, why are these people getting money? It has nothing to even do with our workplace, and like what makes them special. And I think I kind of get jealous and pissed off too. Like I want money too. Why are we not getting any money? Like almost like a bonus. I think it was like a bonus. And so I find this piece of paper, and actually, no, there's another coworker there, and she has like a plastic cart with a bunch of stuff, papers, and random stuff on it. And I'm asking her if she has any spare paper. She says, yeah. So I'm going through her cart looking for paper. I find a binder. I open it up. There's like paper in it, like lined, yellow lined paper. And I rip a page off. And I walk off to the side. And this girl, the lady from the beginning, like earlier, is there. And she's suddenly sitting at a desk or something. And she's like waiting for me because she needs to tell me this list of names to write down. And so I think at one point I'm also on a forklift. And the forklift has like a little TV on it, like a tablet. And there's these questions you have to answer on the tablet. It's almost like an IQ test suddenly. It makes no sense, but it's like these mandatory questions that you have to answer. And there's like these weird mathematical equations and little riddles and puzzles. And I'm so confused. I'm like, what is this? Why do we have to do this? And suddenly this manager shows up, and she starts helping me. Um, it's a manager from another facility. She comes up. It's like a chunkier, shorter woman. and she starts answering them for me. She's like showing me like, oh, this is what you do with this question, this is what you do with this question. She starts basically just answering all the questions on this tablet that's attached, but it's like a big TV. It makes no sense. It's like a TV, but also a tablet. And she answers all the questions, and then that's it though. But I walk away, like it had nothing to do with me or the situation. Like I didn't need to use this machine. I just answer the questions and then I leave. I walk away. And then that lady's still waiting for me, the young lady, to give me these names of these other employees. She says something about the OG, something about OG. The OG people are going to get money. So suddenly at one point, this makes no sense, but that woman that I had originally asked was like another coworker who I had asked for the paper. She's Sofia Vergara, and the actress, and I think I'm saying the name right. I don't know what is Sofia, whatever we know, Sofia Vergara, Vargaras, whatever. And she's actually that person. But and she has in the dream I realized she has like a special shoe line. She started her own fashion line, but just shoes. Like she sells it's either her own clothing line or just a shoe line, but like they're really good quality shoes, like Nike shoes. And I think people are trying to get these shoes from her. They want to buy them. And she's just casually sitting. I think she's just sitting in like some nice chair or whatever. But again, this is all in this work building. And so I remember thinking like Sofia Vergara has like this very nice like line of shoes, and they're very expensive and fancy. And I'm like, I want a pair myself. I want to, it's like almost like people are buying them to collect them. And I think she's giving the shoes out to people. Like I just kind of know. I don't see much of this. I just know that she's there sitting at this desk type of place, and she has like tons of boxes of shoes, and everyone's trying to buy them or get them, or some people are getting them for free. And I just keep thinking in my mind, like, this is like important. It's important that I get one of these Sofia Vergara like collector edition shoes, because they're going to be worth a lot of money and they're going to go up in value. And then I think work ends too. At one point, like our shift at work just ends, and the people start leaving work. And then I walk out with a group of, I think like a group of us, a group of friends or whatever, and we leave. And we're walking outside. I think we're gonna go eat or something like that. I can't really remember too much, but I know like work's done, shift's over, and we're leaving. And that's all I remember from my dreams.